Hi, everybody. All right, so we're switching gears. We're leaving the glare shield for a little bit, and we're heading back towards the carbon fiber armrest, which is pretty cool. A couple things. Sorry I didn't put out a video yesterday. It was my wife's birthday, and I spent all day celebrating her. It was a lot of fun. There was cake. Two, look at the fog forming in the upper left corner of the screen. That is from the waterproof case I keep this piece of shit camera in. Every time I start it up, the condensation inside, or the heat of the camera, causes fog in the lens. I just started noticing it as I'm filming. I'm like, there's fog right over the thing. It eventually burns off, but I just thought that was pretty funny. Okay, so just like the last time, we were making one of these plug forms for the carbon armrest. We're doing the exact same thing here. So what we've done so far is we've made the mold, we've fiberglassed it over, and we've let it sit for about a week to harden. It doesn't have to harden for a week. It really only has to harden for like one day. But I was working on the glare shield stuff, so I just sort of let it sit there. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the flashing, as you see here, and then we are going to sand it down, and then we're going to put filler material over the outside, or epoxy filler, so that it becomes smooth. That's stage one, just like last time. So no big surprises here. The only difference is we've got the shape correct, and we're not going to fudge it up this time. And I'm lucky. I'm just going to go ahead and report to you that we actually do it right this time. So it's a positive thing. Okay, so got a couple of questions here. Oh, actually, before we get questions, I would like to thank Mr. David Wilson. David Wilson is a new RV-14 builder who gave my builder number to Vans, and Vans has sent me a nice $100 check. Thank you, David. I think this is my 10th one of these, I think. Every time I get one, I'm still in absolute complete shock that an imbecile like myself can have that effect and motivate people and encourage them and inspire them to build. That's more impressive. Me inspiring people is more impressive than people actually building an airplane, I think. I can barely inspire myself. Okay, so we're doing the sanding down. No big surprises here. The one thing that I did do a little bit different this time is I tried to leave everything on a little bit thicker. So last time, we're going to put this fairing material on, and it's green. And you sand it down, and eventually you're like, okay, this is smooth, but there's a few places where I can see the pink insulation core sort of stick through. But since it's all smooth, I'm just going to let that go. Same thing with the epoxy primer that I put on the outside. So this time I try to make it just a little more thick, as I want it to not get chipped off or any of that. Alright, so again, this is a two-part fairing material. Half of it's blue, half of it's yellow. When you combine it just right, it turns a nice minty green, sort of like the green of that crappy little digital scale I use. It's a 1-to-1 mix by weight. And you just popsicle stick measure that stuff up and just blend away. Which you will actually eventually see me do. So let me think while I'm waiting. Do I have any rants or updates? I've sent a lukewarm worded letter to my engine supplier asking where the heck my engine is, but hopefully they'll get back to me on that. Let's see what else. No rants. Life is good. I got nothing to rant. Oh, wait, yes I do. To people that put pineapple chunks in cake. Look, I understand wanting a pineapple cake. Can't you make a pineapple cake without having to put chunks of pineapple in it? Can't there be a way to infuse the glorious flavor of pineapple into a cake without making me think that somehow I've accidentally bitten into some kind of weird, I don't know. It's just not right. That's just me. Personal preference, no pineapple in cake. There's my rant. Alright, so half of that thing is dried. If you just noticed, everything sort of shifted around, but the camera didn't move. So half of that thing is dry, and so we're now going to put the second half. Well, not half, but you can only really put half on at a time. So blending up the second batch and putting it on. Now, if you use this stuff, don't worry about the fact that you'll never get the exact same colored green twice. Even if you measure everything perfectly, sometimes the color just doesn't come out. Anyway, we're going to let that dry. In the next video, we're going to sand that and start putting on the primer. So, see you soon.